I hope you guys enjoyed that short video of my time in Arizona. If you're new here, my name is Jonathan Cabrera. I'm a filmmaker and content creator. And if you're interested in more videos like this, be sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe button. And in this portion of the video, we're gonna actually be talking about the rules and regulations of flying a drone in Arizona. First, I wanna talk about what kind of drone I use. I use the DJI Mavic Pro 2. I only have 2 batteries with this drone because each battery is about 30 minutes long, and that's literally all I need. I rarely use 2 batteries. I have the second just in case I feel like I didn't get enough shots, then I'm able to just capture more footage. Let's go over some rules when flying your drone. Rule number 1 is when you're flying your drone, keep it in visual eyesight. Do not fly this drone so far out that you cannot see where it's at. If you need a second person while you're looking at your phone or monitor while you're flying a drone, that's actually really good as well, because it's difficult to be looking down at the monitor and then looking up for the drone. Rule number 2, do not mess with any other aircrafts that you see in the sky. If you see a plane, don't chase after it. If you see a helicopter, don't chase after it. Do not chase after anything else. If you see another drone, take your drone somewhere else and fly it somewhere else. You do not want to get into a crash with these things. It's just absolutely insane and not worth the hassle. Rule number 3, this has to do a lot with number 2. So my drone is restricted to 400 feet. Do not go past 400 feet when flying your drone, because let's say you do go past 400 feet, you lose battery, that thing is falling out of the sky at a very, very high speed, and it will crash and hit somebody's car. You don't want to deal with that. So when you're flying, fly 400 feet or below, please. Rule number 4, this one's a new one and I haven't actually done it yet because, well, I haven't flown my drone in a while. But this one's called the UAS safety test or trust. Basically what you do, this is for recreational flyers. It's a test that you take and they give you either a piece of paper or a little card that says that you've taken this test, and you'll be able to fly your drone in the United States and not have any problems, which is actually really nice and something good to have on hand. So if you ever get pulled over by like a cop or something, if you ever get stopped by a cop or something and they ask you for this, then you can show them this card. Number 5, which is extremely important, if you have a drone under a specific weight, you don't have to do this, but most drones are, below 55 pounds, and you do have to register them regardless. And what registration does is they're gonna give you a number, and you're gonna write that number on your drone's battery. Basically, this is just the calling card. This is how they get in contact with you. If you lose your drone, say it gets caught in a tree and you can't get it, maybe one day it falls out, somebody gets it, and then boom, you got your drone back because it's registered with the number or something like that. Or let's say, worst case scenario, you crash your drone in a car or you crash it into a building or something and you hurt somebody, they find the drone, get the registration, and then they put you in jail because that's where you belong. And I'm just kidding, but like actually if you do stuff like that, then you get in trouble. So they need to actually do something about it, and they'll be able to find who the person was, or if somebody was bothering you with their drone and they hit you with it, then you have the means to find them and get that person in trouble. And a couple of side rules that I'd like to mention as well. This doesn't normally happen, but don't drink and fly your drone. I know how that sounds, but hey, maybe one day you get a little tipsy or a little drunk and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna get some of these shots that I've been wanting and I've been scared to fly my drone, and let me fly that bad boy up. And you realize that you haven't updated it or charged it, and you fly and then you crash and then you hurt somebody, and then the dumbest thing ever is that you have to tell people that, yeah, I was drunk and I drove my drone and flew it into a place, and that's absolutely ridiculous. So no drinking and flying a drone, please. Another one is like, don't chase after cars, don't bother people, don't fly over crowds. I think that's, I don't do that. I don't fly over crowds because you never know if this stuff can malfunction. Why fly over crowds? I see people flying over crowds all the time. It's safe, it's fine, but you never know. If that thing falls and a blade hits somebody, it's absolutely ridiculous and it's gonna hurt somebody like really bad. So don't do that. Another thing I wanted to talk about is my time actually in Arizona. So where I flew my drone was Tucson. We went and we hung out with a bunch of friends, and our Airbnb basically had a backyard, and I would check my DJI GeoZone map, which is something that you guys should also check into. I'll leave a link in the description, but this tells you where you cannot fly. So basically in the backyard, I was just able to fly, lift up the drone and fly it around and get these awesome landscape shots of the city. We weren't too far from the city. The Airbnb was like maybe a couple streets away. So I would get shots of the city, and Tucson is absolutely beautiful. I love this place. I can't wait to go back. There was another day where we went basically a little more into the desert area where there's this giant A, and I flew my drone out there as well, and people were really friendly, and they're like, oh, hey man, you're flying a drone? People fly drones around here all the time. So it wasn't a national park or anything. It was just a big desert area with an awesome A, I'm guessing for Arizona. And basically I just flew around there and it was really safe. I took my time, it was quiet, and I got my shots. So Tucson's definitely an area that you can fly a drone and you can get very, very pretty shots. What I liked is I usually get like jungle, huge cities, and just stuff like that. But this time I just got like the calm desert, and it's absolutely beautiful. To me, I loved it. I think it's amazing, and it's just so different. And that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, leave me a comment down below and I'll answer them as quick as possible. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.